Somewhere in the world is a place made of ice and snow. Wherever you may look, you see only snow and ice and snow and snow and ice.
But if you look closer, you can make out 3 small figures in the snow and ice.
They are standing close together, gazing around. And wherever they may look, there's nothing but ice and snow.
And snow and ice. And ice and snow.
And snow and ice.
If you approach them closer, you realize that there are 3 penguins.
But beware, no one should get too close to penguins. They might be completely harmless, but they do have a distinctly fishy smell.
You stink, said the first penguin. Says the stinker, replied the second.
Oh, stop bickering, says the third, giving the other 2 a kick. If you kick a penguin, he will always kick you back.
Probably a bit harder. One kick follows another, then a full-scale brawl quickly ensues until all the penguins suddenly flop down to the snow and look at each other baffled.
Why on earth are we always fighting?
I think for me, the show is about friendship.
It's how people go through apocalyptic changes and how it changes them.
For me, this production is about finding God and finding your belief in God.
I think this is the most difficult and complex question for any person. Question of what is God to me? How do I understand God? Do I believe? Do I need any proof? So that's the story which helps us to understand how we answer that question. It's not the answer, it's just a try. It's just a try to understand what God is.
How is it that you know all of these things so precisely?
You're God, aren't you?
Oh, guys, that's no idea.
I know, but he's exactly how I would imagine God to be.
A tall, old man.
That's what a lot of people think. But God isn't a man.
He's a woman?
No.
He's like a thing.
Like a toaster?
No. You can imagine God however you want. But he is everywhere. Inside every human being, every animal, every plant.
I am sure that in such a big questions like what is God and do we believe in God, kids are, I don't know if more advanced than adults, but they definitely understand a lot.
I think that both children and adults will get something from it. There's been a lot of kids so far that have absolutely loved it, and the adults as well have gotten different themes from it.
I know as an actor I play for adults, and if kids can appreciate that, then that's sort of up to them.
Anyone who's ever been on Noah's Ark knows how enormous it is. It is so big that you can easily get lost on it.
Noah is immensely proud of his ark, but he admits that God did give him a few tips about building it.
The 2 penguins, however, have no opportunity to appreciate Noah's skill.
Puffing and panting under the weight of the trunk, they follow the dove as she shoos them down endless long corridors.
They climb over ventilation pipes and down countless steep steps until they have completely lost their bearings.
I think the fact that it's half movie and half film is really, really cool. I think it's very unique. I don't see a lot of it. And it's interesting how both of them kind of play off each other. I think, when we start after the film, it really accents the beauty on stage. And when they take off from the stage to go on to film, it really accents the beauty there. So.
Does it have to be a huge flood right away?
Listen, I can very well understand God, but...
Well, can't somebody talk to God and convince him to change his mind?
Well, look, I don't know God personally. Stand right there, please. But I do know that it's hard to stop him once he's started. I mean, once he's made up his mind, it's impossible to stop him. In any case, you're too late. It's already started to rain.
No, stop. Please stop.
For me, the hardest was to sustain the believability of what you're doing as an actor.
It was just a different process, I guess. It was It was interesting. It was really fun, but it had to. It was difficult too.
The process, it was very different from anything I have done in the past, and I think that was definitely a challenge. I think I learned a lot.
I like the improv. I like the improvisation the most. During rehearsal, when we were just able to just be told kind of a scenario beforehand and just kind of go with it and work off our impulses.
At last, this whole time I've had this feeling that I've forgotten something really, really important. A partner. I forgot to bring a second dove on board. Oh my God! Oh, I thought about all the other animals, but I forgot to bring a second dove. Oh no. What am I gonna do? How am I going to talk to Noah without a second dove? He's gonna look at me.
Well, no, you're missing a dove, but we have an extra penguin.
Yeah, so?
You don't understand.
I understand.
Me too. Great, well explain it to me. I can't.
I was just pretending to understand.
It's really actually very simple. It's just, nobody will even notice. It just.
The hardest moment in this show for me as an actor was to be honest, to play that real, because it's comedy. It's very funny comedy. A lot of funny situations, a lot of funny moments in this play, and it's so easy to try to be funny, to play funny. It's so hard to be real.
It's an existential play. It has serious questions. It's a serious performance. And of course, it's a strange world. It's an extreme world, but the challenge is still the same, which is, can I believe in what I'm trying to do and act truthfully in that sense?
Ever since the day, the dove and the penguin have been inseparable.
Every now and then, some animals comment that it isn't really right.
The rattlesnakes in particular are inclined to slither up to them and whisper that God does not sanction such unions.
But the dove and the penguin don't pay any mind, for they have come to love one another.
Love is patient, love is kind. It doesn't envy, it does not burst, it's not proud, it is not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, not easily angered, keep no records of wrong. It rejoices, the truth always saves, always hopes and protects and preserves. And love never fail, love never fail, love never ever fail. I believe this. My father always said, I'm an unusual child, my passage will be longer. There's nothing wrong with tears, so I cried. Compassion made me stronger. Love is patient, love is kind. In love you and I, we will shine. Love is a dream that came true. Love will never fail you. It's selfless, not easily angered, keeps no records of wrong. It rejoices, the truth always saves, always hold and protect and preserve. And love never fail, love never fail, love never ever fail. I this. I believe this. I believe this. I believe this.